This is the website we are going to be building. You can see the home page here. It has this beautiful slider video background, and this is a search functionality. I'm going to come to that shortly. Then you can see other properties being shown, and you can see the properties being shown in a grid format, and then you can sort them by lowest price. You can sort them here, so it's going to give you the properties from the lowest to the highest price. That's from $1,500 right up to $4.4 million. Then you can click and view all properties. You can see we have this beautiful area giving our highlights. It shows other services we offer. Then we now show properties in a list format. So then you have more design and more design. Then you have testimonials and then the footer. So if I come here and I search for, let's say, a location like Miami. Let's just say Miami. And you see, it already gives us locations using Google Maps functionality of all of these. It gives us all of these. So let me just use just Miami, and I want to search. I can search by price. I can filter by price, filter by type. Maybe I want just condos or houses. I can filter also by the number of bedrooms. I can also filter by the number of bathrooms. And there are more filters. Maybe have baths. Does he have a dishwater? Does he have a dryer? Does he have a garage? I will show more. It's under this picture here. So you see, you have quite a number of filters you can use. Look at area, lot size, floors. So you can filter by all these parameters. Let me just click on search, and it's going to show me all the properties that are located in Miami. So look at this. All of these properties are located in Miami. Now, if I click on any of these, you see how it shows here. Look at this, how it shows here. It gives you all this, and further down, you can see all of this. You can see the location using the map. You can see details and all that. Mind you, for this video, we may not have all of these because some of these are pro features. So we are just going to have the basics, and then you see this search functionality. So, but all in all, this is what we are going to be building. So this is built using WordPress. I can just come to my dashboard, to my back end, and you see what is used to build this website. Let me come to my dashboard, and then you can see everything that is used to build this website. I'll come to the dashboard. So you see all of this is built using WordPress. So without much ado, let us go. The first thing you need to start building your website is your hosting. Your hosting is literally where your website files are going to be stored. So I have three options here for you. The first one is Hostinger, which is very popular. And you can see you can go with the premium plan or the business plan. I would advise you to go with the business plan because you can host up to 100 websites and it gives you enough bandwidth. But if you choose to go with the premium plan, that is still good. Just click on choose plan. You can just click on choose plan, and you see it loads. Then it brings you to this page. So on this page, what you can simply do is, if you want that discount, a huge discount of up to 78%, using my link in the description, then you can get this. Like I said, I have a link in the description you can use to get this discount. Then you can just go and proceed to your checkout. The second plan I'm going to give you is A2 hosting. Now, A2 hosting is more expensive than Hostinger, but for now, they currently have an 84% discount. Especially if you use my discount code. If you use my discount code, my discount link, you get this 84% discount. So at that 84% discount, it's going to cost you $1.95 per month. So you can just choose this plan, and then you can choose this basic, this startup. And when you click, if you get for up to, look at this, it was previously $12.99, but now with the 84 discount is $1.94, and you can host your website here. Then you just click. Now you can see if you're getting that plan for 36 months, it's going to cost you $70. And mind you, A2 hosting is way faster than Hostinger. It's way faster than Hostinger. It's one of the fastest hosting providers. They've been in the market for more than 25 years. So you can get these for $70. The third option is going to WPX. WPX. They are one of the best. I think they've been consistently rated as the fastest hosting provider on the internet. And you see Trustpilot, they have 4.9 out of 5 reviews based on 3,394 reviews, which is extremely good. It's extremely good. And look at this. For all these years, 2024, they've won awards for one of the best in America, EMEA, that's Europe, Middle East, and Asia, Europe, and winter. So you can see they are quite good. So, but this is quite pricey and they don't have any discount yet. But if you use my link in the description, I think you get a discount. So I have all the links in the description for you. Having said that, let's move to the next stage. In order not to make this video too long, I'm not going to go through the hassle of showing you how to install your hosting, how to set that up. I've had a lot of videos talking about that in my other, there's a lot of sections talking about that in my other videos. So we'll just go straight. For us to build this real estate website, we are going to come to plugins and click on add new. And then want to just search for real estate. So you see we have a lot of options here. This one has essential WP real estate. It has 500 active installations. This one real Dyna organic IDX. I don't know what that means. It has a number of installations too. But this is what we want to use. A static real estate plugin. I'll just click on install. Now that is installed, I'll just activate it. And it's active. It's already active. Now, we are going to be using the free version. If you like, you can use the paid version. That's the premium version. You are free to upgrade if you want. But for all intents and purposes, for this tutorial, we are not going to be using the pro version. You see, the pro version starts at $89 and the premium version starts at $649, which is quite a lot. And they give you quite a number of additional features like PDF feature, compare feature. You can compare two listings, CSV format, nearby and work score integration, WhatsApp integration. You can do that without their paid version. White labeling, unlock field builders, subscription. What this unlock field builders really simply means is that when you are using the simple version, the simple plan, there are a lot of fields which are blocked. You cannot use them. But when you upgrade to any of these features, you can unlock the field builders, and then you see subscriptions. That people can subscribe to your website and pay you monthly, agents and agency support. Now, for these subscriptions, you can manually do this. You don't need to upgrade to do this. You can manually do this, but for our purpose, you don't need that. Agents and agency support, 10 plus advanced widgets. I don't know, those widgets, they are important for bigger agencies, but you started out, you don't really need that. MLS import via RETS. I've not studied that, but we'll just go ahead and use this free version. Click on adjust plugin to your needs. Yes, you see, so this is going to be for a single owner. If you want this to be for an agency, then you need to upgrade. So we are going to go for the single owner. So you can choose your country here. And if your country is not found on any of these lists, just choose other. I'm just going to go with the USA and I'm going to click on continue. So it's going to ask me now for my Google Maps API. Now for you to get your Google Maps API, just log into your Google Cloud Console. There are tons of videos on YouTube on how to get your Google Maps API. Log into your Google Cloud Console. If you already have, now let me go here and see Google Cloud Console. If you already have a Gmail account, then you definitely have access to a Google Cloud Console account. It comes automatically. It's just like you having a YouTube account when you have a Gmail account. It's the same thing. You have a Google Cloud Console account. So this is it. I'll click on that. And then you are going to put your email. When you put your email and you create a Google Cloud Console, you are going to be asked to add your credit card. And when you add your credit card, you'll be able to use a free tier for Google Maps. But for my case, I already have it. I'm not going to go into that. There are tons of tutorials on YouTube on how to do that. I'm going to do one even by myself. You can just go ahead, get your Google Maps API key and add it here. I've added my Google Maps API key and I've just clicked on continue. So these are recommended pages, list layout, grid layout, map view, login, sign up, search results, reset page, profile. Then front end management. This is for agencies. Agent pages for agencies. Agencies pages for agencies. Agents is for agencies. So we'll just click on continue. Those are pages which will automatically be created. And then, would you like to add demo listings? Yes, of course, because it gives us the ability to see the website in real time. So it's finishing setup. Now, it has brought me to this page. So you can see this is the demo data that has been imported. And you can see this search listing field. You can filter here. You can filter for listings, but this appears only on the back end. Your customers on the front end are not going to be able to see this search field. So these are sample listings which have been created. If I should just open one of these, this is how it looks on the back end. You can edit all of this. You can edit all of this. And then let me view it on the front end. I'll just click on the permalink. Now you see this is how it looks. This is how it looks on the front end. So this is how it looks. Unfortunately, my Google Maps API is not displaying. I'm going to fix that. Now, this is how it looks on the front end. And the reason it looks this way is because of the theme that we are using. So when we change our theme, it's going to give it a different look and feel. So let's come back to our back end and let's go to appearance. Let's go to themes. And then we want to add a new theme. We are going to use the theme called Astra. Astra. And then I'll install that. And then I'll activate. So Astra is a very, very good free theme. It's one of the best free themes I know on the internet. Now, for us to use Astra, it's important that we install another plugin which works very well with Astra and is going to give us custom presets which we can use. So go to plugins, go to add new plugin and search for starter templates. And this is the one we want to install. Install that. Now, obviously, starter templates is going to be working with Elementor. So let's just look for Elementor. Elementor. So this is Elementor. We install this. And then Elementor header and footer, we need these two. So let's go ahead and install that too. And then we can just install essential add-ons. We may use it, we may not use it, but let's just have it. So these are all installed. Let's come now to install plugins. And I want to activate all of this. I'll go ahead and select these. And then I want to activate them. And they are being activated right now. So starter templates is already prompting us to choose, a layout. You can use their AI website builder to choose a layout for the front end of your website. And you can also choose the classic starter templates. I'll go with the classic. The AI is just not yet there. So I will dismiss this. And then here I want to choose which builder I'm using. I'm using Elementor. So it's going to show me some templates based on the Elementor page builder. Let me reload that. Sometimes this is how it behaves. You have to reload it before it gives you search results. I'll just go back here and filter this again by Elementor. Now that this has filtered, you can go ahead and search for any of the templates you want. When you see premium here, know that you need Astra Pro in order to be able to use this one. Or you need starter templates, premium starter templates in order to be able to do this one. But like I said at the beginning of this tutorial, we want to use all free tools. So you can filter by agency to get templates which may be suitable for your website. So you see, it gives you all of this. I think this roofing agency will be a good one. From the snippet I see here, it will be a good one. So I will just click on it, and it's loading. Since we are building a real estate website, this one is going to actually be very good because it's a construction agency website and it already has quite a number of things we may need. What I will do is that I can upload my logo here if I already have one, or I can also choose my fonts here. You can change the font combination. You can choose Poppins and Lato, and you see the templates, the headings are now Poppins, and then the normal text, paragraph text, they are Lato. You can change your colors here depending on your logo. Let's say if your logo is orange, you can change that, choose orange. You see everything here changes to orange. If your logo maybe is greenish, this kind of green, then you can choose that there, and you see everything changes. The buttons and other layouts, they change to green. So I'm going to choose this one. I'll just click on continue. It's asking you to install plugins, select features, donations, automations and integrations, live chat and all that. I'll just select live chat, but you can choose to skip all of these because you can manually install all these plugins. Click on continue, and then it's going to ask you, you can put your email address here, but I don't see the need for that. Import customizer, import widgets, install required plugins, import content, share non-sensitive data. Well, you can do that if you like, but you can change any of these. You can toggle off any of these. If you don't want to import customizer settings, if you don't want to share non-sensitive data, you can toggle this off. I'll just click on submit and build my website. Now it has started. It's going to take maybe up to a minute sometimes. It's installed and you see this confetti pop-up. Congratulations. Now you can view your website. It's loading. So this is our website on the front end. You see, it's quite good. It's quite good, but we have a lot to do on this website. There is a lot we can do on it. You can see it has home, about, services. If you click on services, it takes you to our services page. That is that. All of this is just dummy data. Projects. It takes you to projects. Now we can use this. We can actually use this page since we are building a real estate website. We can build this. You see, it has a beautiful step down design. So let's come back to the home. Let's come back to home, and we want to go back. You see, we can start customizing this directly from here. Click on edit with Elementor, and you can change quite a lot here. It brings me this pop-up, unlock Elementor AI. I'll click on continue. So I can, from here, I can just click on these 6 dots. Maybe I feel that this section is too wide or it's too long. I'll click on this section here, and then I'll go to my advanced tab, and then I can reduce the padding here. I can reduce the padding. First of all, I can make this, let me just make this to be 200. You see, it has reduced the height. I can also reduce the bottom padding to 200. It has also gone ahead and reduced the height. I'm actually going to make it, let's say, 175 and also 175. This way, when I add the search bar here, whoever lands on this page can see it without having to scroll. So that is what I'm trying to achieve. I'll update this. I'll come to that later on. Let me not get ahead of myself. Let me close this. I'll come now to the back end of my website, and then what I want to do is that I want to come and let's have an overview of this plugin, this real estate plugin. Let's come to the dashboard. I said earlier on that this theme or this plugin, when you install it, it adds additional pages to your website. So I'll just open the pages in a new tab, and you'll see the pages that have been installed using it. Now look at this. I'll just trash this sample page. Let me trash it. But you can see the other pages here. Look at this. Grid layout. If I view this on the front end, you can see this is what this plugin gives us. It's giving us this grid layout with all the listings, in a grid format. The only disadvantage with using the free plugin, the free plan, is you have this powered by a static here, which to me, I don't see anything bad in that. You can easily give this to a developer and it's going to remove that code from down here. So look at this. It gives you this grid view. And if I come here and I want to look at list layout, look, the properties are now in a list format. So it's up to you. On your properties page, you can choose for this to be in a list format or in a grid view. But either way, you have these filters. Look at, you can filter by price. You can set the minimum price. Let's say you want to look at all properties which are 75,000 and above. You see it as filtered, and it's instead of the 6 or 9 properties, it now shows you just 4. Now I want to close that filter and look at property type. I want to look at only maybe apartments. And you see now, of the 9 properties we had, only 3 of them are apartments. You can see this one is actually a Porsche apartment, $4.3 million, almost 4.4. I wish some of you have the money to buy that. I pray so for you. So I will close apartments. I will close this filter. Now I want to look for number of bedrooms. I want to look for all properties with 4 bedrooms and above. You see, it gives me just these 2. Let me close that. I want to look for bathrooms, search filter by bathroom. I want to look for properties with 3 bathrooms and above. So just this one. I think if I use 4, no property here has up to 4 bathrooms. So more filters, there are more filters here. Let's say if I want to look for properties that have dishwasher, dryer, garbage disposal, iron, jacuzzi, and microwave. So any property I want should have all of these things. And it should also have air conditioning, balcony, bellhop, carbon monoxide detector, elevator, fire alarm. So you see it has filtered and it shows me 5 properties. So this is how this is going to work. Now, if I come back to my pages and I want to look at map view. So this is going to show me the map, but because my Google Maps API is not working, I'm being shown this page here, which this error message which says, oops, something went wrong. So I think maybe I've exhausted my credits for Google Maps, but if you put yours here, it's going to show. So when you move your cursor to any map location, you can see that. I'll come back to the pages and you can also see that we have a sign up form. We have a login button. Let me view this. Since I'm already logged in, it's going to tell me you are already logged in. But if I were not logged in, if you opened maybe your browser in incognito mode and you check it out, you see that it's going to show you give you the opportunity to log in. Let me just copy the link address and I'll open an incognito browser and I'll paste this here. So you now see you can log in with your email or you can sign up, and then you still see this powered by Ecstatic here. I'll close this right now and I want to go and edit my website. Let's start to edit our website. So go back to your dashboard. The first thing I want to do is to create a menu. So I'll come to appearance and come to menus. So what is your menu? Now if I come to this website here, let me just preview this. This is the menu here. It doesn't show me much. These are just dummy pages, but I want to replace these with the actual pages that are needed by this website. So I'll come to menus and you see we have home, about, and all that. Now let me select the pages which I want to add to my menu. I'll come to view all. Of course, home is already there. Contact is already there. I want to add list layout, grid layout, login, map view, profile. I want to add sign up. Okay, I'll add these to my menu. Now, but for these, I'm going to put them under something called account. That's sign up and login. I will remove profile and then I'm just going to add a custom link here and I'm going to put a hash there or £. I'm going to say account and I'll say add to menu. So you can add sign up and login under this. And then for properties, I'll just put a hash there, a pound there, and then I'll see properties. Now for properties, I want to bring it up here. I also want to add grid view under it, list layout under it, map view under it. So these are going to be the different methods of viewing our properties. Services, I want to remove this. About, I want to remove this. I can remove this. Projects, I can remove these too. Then contact us, I'm just going to bring it down here. I'm going to create another menu for all of those. So we are going to have 4 menu items. I'll just select and save. If I now come to the front end of my website and I look at this, you see these have changed. Now the drop down doesn't show properly because of I need to change it. I need to change it on my website. I need to change the color scheme on my website. It's a white background and the text is also white. So I'm going to change the drop down text to be something different. Account and all that. You see, if I click here, it actually takes me to that page, but it's not very visible because it is white. I'm going to change that in the course of time. So this is what we have. Now we want to add some more features to this home page. We want to fix this header issue. So simply click on this page, click on customize, and it brings you to this page. You see header builder, click on that. So we want to change this here. We want this text to be very, very visible. So what you need to do is to go to transparent header. Go to transparent header, go to design, click on design, and then go down until you see sub menu color. So you see sub menu color here, and then we want the text link to be white. So we've chosen it to be white, and then we want the background to be transparent. So how do you do that? Simply come here and drag this slider to the end. It's now transparent. You now see our header is now transparent. So that is how you go about it. So that is now fixed. Make sure you publish. Now you notice that the space between the sub menu items is too huge. The gap between them is too huge. So come still under customizer. Go to primary menu. No, not that. Primary menu. Go to design. And then you want to scroll down to menu font. And then when you see this is the line height. You want to make it to be 1. Now you see it reduced that space a little bit. If you put it to 0, I think that could even be better. So I'll reload the page on the front end. And you see that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better to me. That looks a lot better to me. So let's see if we put it to 0.5. And we publish. It's even better. So we are going to leave it that way. I can just close this customizer bar right now. Now let's go ahead with the editing. I'll click on edit with Elementor again. I'd already opened that here, but I'll just open it again. It's loading. Now you see this section here. There is a background image here, but I want a slider. And one of the things I first of all want to do is that I want this text to not be too visible and hide what we are trying to show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the text, come to style, and then the typography. I want to reduce the line height. I want to reduce the line height a little bit. Let's make it, let's say 50. I will just say 60. At least it's not that protruded. You can also reduce the size of the text to be 50. And then in that case, I'm going to reduce the line height to be maybe somewhere around 54. I'll make it 50. And then I'll say we are commercial real estate. Or I'll say we are a commercial real estate company. I'll come here, we are a a commercial real estate agency, even though we are not using the agency plan. Okay, and then we'll say housing problem, call 24-hour emergency service. So that is that. Here, I want to reduce the top padding of this button. There is too much space on top of it. I'll reduce it. Let's say to 20. Then this area is too thin. I'll go back and increase the padding. I'll make it taller. I want to increase the height. I'll say 200 up and then 200 down. So from here now, what I'm going to do is that I will change this picture and I want to put a slider. So I'll click there still, come to style, and then you see there's an image there. I want to put a slider. I want to remove that, and then I want to put a slideshow. Here is the slideshow button. I will select that, and then I want to add a number of pictures. I'll upload pictures, select files. In case you need pictures, you can go to this website, pexels.com, and you can find free stock photos for. Let's see if I see real estate. It's going to give me some pictures of real estate. So you see, you can use any of these pictures. You can also adjust your search terms, your search parameters to fit whatever you want. You can say houses. And you see, it gives you even better pictures. These ones you see here, stock by iStock, you need a paid subscription to get those. And so this, you can download any of these and use them. So I want to select my files. I want to come to this folder. I downloaded all these pictures from Pexels. I'll add some of these pictures to my slideshow. I can add these two. And then I'll click on open. It's uploading them right now. All of my pictures I've uploaded now. I'll just create a new gallery. That's just insert them and insert. So immediately you begin to see how the pictures will slide by themselves, and it's going to be an infinite loop. You see, they're already sliding. Now, when you notice, you see the background overlay here. I don't like the color. There is a background overlay here. I want to change that. Let it be totally black, not something greenish. Totally black. And then you see how it changes here. And I can reduce the opacity. That's the thickness of the black. Or if you like, the blackness of the black. That is what we have now. The pictures are sliding by themselves. You could also choose to use a video here. Let's say video, and I will see skyline. You could choose to use a video instead. So let's open this video and play it. So you see the skyline. You could choose to use this video instead, and it may actually be a better thing. If it's a drone footage where it's moving, it's even better. So let's just experiment with this. I'll download this, and I'll download 1280 by 720p. It's gone ahead and it's downloaded. It's up to 13 megabytes. So when I come here now, let's say I click here. I want to come to still on background, and then I want to upload a video. I'll have to first of all upload the video. I'll come to library, add new file, and then I'll select the video and upload it before copying the link. I'll come to downloads. I'll just upload that video. It's uploading. The video is uploaded, so I'll copy the URL to clipboard, come back here, and I want to come to video instead, and then I'll paste that link here. So you see the video will begin to play, and I'll see play on mobile. I will see play on mobile. So you see the video is playing there. I can leave it that way. I think it looks good, it looks good, it looks good. So it can play on mobile. I will update that. So next, I want to change some pictures here. I want to change these pictures. I'll come and choose this one. Which one can I use there? Wait a minute. Okay, I can change this one. I can change this one. I'll select a picture from inside here. This one. Open. I've selected that. And I'm just going to insert that in there. So before we go ahead with the rest of the design for this website, now you can change the size of this, or you can even delete this other image here. Before we go ahead for the rest of the design of this website, it's important that we go ahead and add other widgets to this website. First of all, the first thing we want to add is the search field, the search form, which site visitors can use to search for anything on this website. So this, what you see here, I'm going to delete all of these elements you have here. I'm going to delete all of these elements you have here. I'm going to delete this inner one. And then I want to add a shortcode widget there. Shortcode. So I'm going to add it right inside here. And we are going to add the shortcode there very shortly. So make sure to always update your work when you do any changes. The first thing we want to do is I want to go to the documentation for this theme. Simply come to the static website, static.net, where you see help, you see knowledge base, you drop down knowledge base, click on that. And then you scroll down and you see something called shortcodes. That is what we want. Click on more. So this is where we want to start. So you can see it gives me a list of shortcodes. This is the first one I want to use, ES search form. I'll just right click and open it on another page. And this is a shortcode here, ES search form. I'll copy that, come to my website, and then this shortcode widget I place there, I'll just drop it there. And you see it displays, it is very, 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 very big. This is definitely not the way we want it to look. So when we come here, I'll just save that. You see, we have a lot of other parameters we can add. So it's showing us in vertical by default, but you can make it to be horizontal. So I'll copy this. No, not that. I'll copy this. Pardon me, I forgot how to copy. I'll just copy this. Come back here, and then I'll drop it inside the braces. Control V. Now, what I want to do is that I want to remove vertical and replace it with horizontal. If I update, I don't see any serious changes yet, but I will continue. What we need to do now, the reason it did not display as a horizontal form is because the form is still an advanced form. So we want to copy this search type and we'll make it main and we'll drop it there now. I'll still drop it inside here. Control V. And you see the form has changed. So this is how it looks now. So this is exactly the way our form is going to look on the website. I'll go ahead and save this. And if I preview, it's still saving. If I preview now on my website, you see this is how it looks. But I want to remove this padding around here. By the way, you can make these Elementor widgets to be up here. Just go to Elementor, or go to the back end of your website. Go to Elementor settings. Go to Elementor settings. And then I want to come to features. I will just say activate all. So it's going to activate the latest Elementor UI. I will save this now. If I now come here, you'll see when I reload, all of these widgets are going to come on top of the page. So I'm reloading. And there you have it. It's now on top of the page. I want to remove this space, white space here. It doesn't look too good. So I'll click on this and come to advanced. And then I want to reduce the padding. I want to remove the padding. I'm going to just, or I can just make it 0. Or you can make it, let's say, maybe you can make it 5 to give it a beautiful white layout around it. I think this looks a lot better. So it looks a lot better. And if I save that, we can still preview this and see how it looks now on the front end. Let me reload that. And you see it looks a lot better now. It looks a lot better. The search form looks way, way better. So I think we still need to add, or we will change this video, because I want something which is really mobile, not something which looks static. You only see cars moving down here. So let's go ahead. If you wanted to change the background color here, let's say you wanted to make it green like this one, then first of all, you need to know the hex code of this green. I'll just come here, click on that button, come to style. Okay, it doesn't show me there, but I can get it from the theme editor. I'll come to customize. I want to find out the hex code of this green. I'll come to global colors. So this is the green. If I click on that, I can pick the hex code from here. So you see this shortcode which says background. So it's simply background equals this. Background equals this. I'll copy. I'll add it. I'll come here to the shortcode. And then I'm going to change it here. Control V. You see, if I put that, it changes it to black. But I want to pick this hex code. Where was I? You know, sometimes I get very messy. I'll just close these pages. Some of them are not very necessary. They just clutter your work. So I'll pick this hex code here. I don't know if it's the same as this. It should be the same, or maybe a variant, but they are not very different. I will now paste this hex code inside here. So you see, it now changes this search background, the background of this search to green, which matches our website. Beneath this, I'll add a property grid somewhere around here. I'm going to add a property grid. So let's just say I'll click here, and then I'll make sure that I give that a margin, this section a margin. I want to give this section a margin of, let's say 100. I shouldn't even have done that. I'll remove that. I'll just click to add a section above here. Okay, yes, I can give this a margin of, let's say 100, or let's say 50. Let me increase that to 100. So it reviews this section pretty well. And then this one here, I want to reduce what's beneath. That's the bottom padding. I'll make it 150. Too much spacing can lose people's attention. Here, I want to add another section, another shortcode. So I'll click and add a shortcode. I'll add a shortcode. I'll add it there. Maybe I should increase this top margin here to around 180, so that there is a clear distinction between these two sections. Now I want to come here and I want to look now for my listing. Here's my listing. That's a static, my listing. And this is, I'm going to copy it here. I'll copy it here and just drop the shortcode there. You see, it populates with some listings, but this is not how I want them to look. I want it to be a grid. So when I come back here, you see it shows somewhere around here, grid, layout, grid. So I'll copy this and it'll be 3. The grid is going to be 3. So I'll add it here. Where was I? Okay, here I was. I keep getting confused. I'll now come back inside here, and then I'm going to drop that shortcode. You see, now gives me in grid format, and there are 6 properties, 3 on each line. So, but I also want to have some properties in list format somewhere else on this page. Let's say probably I can put it here. I will put it here. I will add another list of properties in list format. Now, what I want to do is that I want to separate these 2 sections. This section here and this one down. So what I will do is, first of all, I will duplicate this. I will duplicate this. Yes, it's been duplicated. I will delete this. So they are close to each other. So on the first one, I'm going to leave this one on top, but I'm going to delete this one down, this column down. I'll delete that. So you see it's deleted. What I want to do now is I want to reduce this padding under. I'll click on the 3 dots there, and the bottom padding, I'll make it 50. I'll make it 50. So that is that. Then here, instead, I want to delete this on top. So I'll start by deleting this. I just deleted everything. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to undo that and add it back. I just undid that. I'll delete them little by little. So I'll delete each of these section by section so that I don't delete the entire thing again and have to start from scratch. I'll delete this. Then I want to delete these. I want to delete these 2. And I now want to delete this. So this is what we have. I'm now going to reduce the top padding to the top padding. I'll just make it maybe 30. Top padding 30. That was top margin instead. So for this, I'm going to reduce the top padding. Actually, this. I'll leave it the way it is. So I'm just going to add a section on top of here. I'm going to add a section on top of here. And that section, now this is where I was supposed to reduce those paddings. So bottom, I'm going to reduce this, the bottom to 50. And then I'll leave this top one the way it is. I will not belabor that. Okay, here it is, top 50. I was wondering where it's hiding. You could even make it 30. So I want to add another shortcode here, another shortcode widget. Now, in this case, I'm going to add the properties in list format. So I'll click here and add a widget or a shortcode widget. I will drag it and put it here. What I need to do now is I want the properties in list format. So it's the same. Or what I could instead add is a property slider. You see, property slider should be somewhere. Property slider or listing slider. I saw it somewhere here. Okay, here it is. Property slider. I'll copy that and add it there. I'm going to add it here now. Property slider. I think it's still the same as this. No, I'll add a property. I'll add this, my listing, but it's going to be in list format. So I'll paste that there. So this is basically what we have. You can add some other, using these shortcodes, you can add disable navbar, show sort, show total, and all that. So you can add all of that there. But all in all, this is how it's going to look. I'll publish this, and then I'll reload the page. Now you see, we can add a heading here now. Then you see this section, and then this. So that is basically what we are going to be doing. So the website is really coming along. We can now change all the text on our website. So we can change this. We also offer, I'll reduce the line height of this text, spacing between. I'm going to reduce that to 5. And then the image, we can change that. Let's change the image to something else. What can we use here? There. We can use one of these pictures. Let's use this one. I will just insert. So the picture there has changed. Maybe this is a little bit too big, too large. So we can have other pictures there. I'll change that to maybe one of these. Yes, I'll use this picture here instead. And then I'll just insert that. So this one looks a lot better here. It's not too big. Then secondly, next we see other areas here. We can, these roof installations and all this. I want to change these pictures. I have other pictures. I will go and upload. I will use this one. Use this. I think all of them are the same size. And why not this? I'll just go ahead and upload them. I'll insert the first one. I'll just insert this one there. I'll insert the second one. I can insert this one. The third one, I can insert another picture. Let's say this picture. So we change that. You can change this to whatever. Say home repairs, or let's just say home renters, or office space renters, office space rentals. And you can choose this one to say home sales. And then this one, whatever, you can change that there to suit your taste. So that is all up to you. And now I will change this picture here to be something else. It's too big. I'll choose one of these pictures which I just uploaded. Let's say this. Or why not this? Yes, I'll put that there. So it's not too huge. Professional real estate. I'll say professional real estate agents. So it goes on 2 lines. It's professional real estate agents. Then for this picture, I can change this to, because it's not a construction company, I could put this one here. It's going to make it look a lot better. And then image resolution, custom, and then I want to make it 500 by 500. Apply. Still a little too big, so I'll make this, let's say 200 by 200, 250 rather by 250. Apply. And that looks a lot better. It looks a lot better. We could make the width to be, let's say, 400, and we apply that. So it shows more of the picture. So that is a lot better. And then we can even push it a little bit to the side, come to advanced. And then when it comes to top, yes, but we can also reduce the left margin, the right margin rather, to push it to the right. So you see, the more as we push, as we reduce, it keeps getting pushed. I'll leave it at 60. So I'll publish that. You could change the text here to read whatever you desire. If I preview this website on the front end, you see that. So I want to reduce the space on top of this button. Let me reduce that to 20. I'll publish. And then I want to put a heading on top of here. I'll just add a section. And then I'll add a heading. And then I'll see featured properties. Not that. Featured properties. I'll align this to be center. So I can publish that. Then here, I can reduce the top margin. I'll reduce the top margin. No, I'll just instead, I'm going to add a section which is going to be a heading too. It's also going to be a heading. I'll come right here and reduce the top margin. I'll reduce it to align more to that. I'll keep reducing it until I feel comfortable where it is. So let me say 90. Or let's just do 100. And then I'll see featured highlights or highlights. I'll see highlights. And then I want to give this a top margin too. I want to push it a little bit down. Let's say I'll just say 40. 15 years in business, 1,500 happy clients, 2,000, let me see, properties sold. Properties sold. And then I'll see devoted staff. And then I'll change the number to, let's see, 70 plus. And then here I'll see we provide other services. Other services. And then these are the services. Then I'll leave this one. I'll not put any heading there. We also offer, I'll leave that, 6 reasons for choosing us. I'll center this. No, I'll just leave that the way it is. Then for the reviews, I want to change the background color of each of these tiles. I'll make the background to be this green. The same green we use there. So I'll just pick the hex code from here. And here it is. Okay, I'll copy that. I'll come down here. I want to edit each of these tiles, each of these columns. I want to paste that code there. Now I want to change. First of all, I want to come to border. And I want to make the border reduce. I want to make it to be more round. So I'll increase the border radius. I'll keep increasing the border radius till it is 20. Let me leave it at 20. Then I want to increase this to be 5 stars. All of it should be 5 star. And then the color of the star, I will change it to be white. 5 star. I'll also change these names here to be white. Content, go to style, white, and this should also be white. I'll also change this to be white. I'll also change this to be white. So what I'll do is I'll just copy, right click, copy, and here I'll see paste style. Here I'll see paste style, same thing there. And then I want to right click here, copy, paste style. Do the same thing here, paste style. I'll also copy here, right click and paste style, right click and paste style. Same thing here, copy, right click, paste style, right click, paste style. So I can now publish this. For this section, I don't want this. I don't want to add any quote section. I don't want to add any quote. I'll just leave it as it is. Here it says this. I'll leave that the way it is. Or I can give this entire section a border. I'll come to and give them a border. And then the border type should be solid. And then it should be 2. And then the border color, I'll come and copy. I'll still come here, copy this. Style, I'll just copy this hex code, come back here and give this border color to be that. Paste. And I can make this 4. So we see these two. I want to give each of these columns a border, which will be this same color here. So go to borders, border type, I'll say solid, and then the color, I'll paste that. So if I paste that there, I can make it thicker. I can make it thicker. Let's just say 5, and then I'll copy this, paste the style here, paste the style to here. I'll do the same here, paste style, paste style, paste style. So you see it looks a lot more chic and stylish. Additional services, I want to increase the size of that to 40. Then this top padding here, I want to remove it all together. I don't want any top padding. So you see our site is beginning to take shape. I'll remove all these read more buttons. Delete that. So that is that. Now, after these properties, I want to put a button here that says view all properties. So I'll simply click on this plus, and then I'll add a button. I'll add the button there. No, not here. I'll delete this. Come back up here. And I want to add the button there. I'll drag it here. And I'll see view all properties. View all properties. And it's going to link very shortly. I'm going to link it very shortly to the properties page. I'll come to style, align this center. So that is that. I'll just delete this. And then I publish. So if I scroll this section, we are business case about it and all that. So if I now go to my front end, the front end of my website, and I preview this, you can see the website has taken quite some shape. Look at that. There's still a lot of space here. We can reduce that. So you can view properties, highlights. So this is our website. This is just the home page. This is just the home page of our website. So what I can now do is that I can go ahead now and style the other pages. So here, if we come to our contact page, contact us. We need a form here, a contact form. We need a contact form, and we'll maintain this Google Maps, but we need a contact form here. So I want to edit this, and I want to come back to the back end of my website, and I want to look for a plugin, a particular plugin, add new plugin. And I'll look for Metform. This is Metform, this first one. You see, it has 300,000 plus active installations with an average of 4.5. That should be even more than 4.5. So when you install Metform, you see somewhere around here, you are going to see Metform. Here it is. Come to forms. But before anything is going to prompt you, just click on next, 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 and save changes. The changes have been saved. Now just come back to forms. Want to add a new form, and then the form name, let's just say contact. Yeah, I'll leave it that way. And then let's use this one. It gives you all of these are paid. You will need to have the pro version of Metform to have use these ones with pro. So I'll click on edit form. First thing I want to do is that I want to copy this hex code here. Where is it? This hex code, because we are going to need it. Copy. It's still loading. Okay, here it is. So the first thing I want to do is I want to change the color of this button. I'll paste it there. I will not change anything on this form because I kind of like it the way it is. You can get your Google reCAPTCHA keys to add to your form. I have a video on that. I'm going to link it to the description of this video. I'll just click on publish, update, and close. So now it's going to give me the hex code here. I'll copy the hex code. And when I come back to this contact us page, the first thing is that I can remove this picture we have behind here. I can change that. Click on that, go to style. And then I can look for any other picture. Yes, I can add this picture. That looks a lot better. Then I'll delete. No, I don't need to delete this. I just need to add a shortcode widget under there. So I'll add this shortcode widget under there. And then I'll add that Metform widget. Let me publish this. Metform doesn't show on the back end, on the editor dashboard. So if I now somehow, okay, here it is. It's showing now. It's showing now. So what I want to do is I want to remove that header. I'll come here, click on edit. I don't want it to show the header. Required login, stores entries, and all that. Confirmation. I'll close this. That's not what I'm looking for. I want to edit the form itself. Edit content of the form. I don't want this simple contact form to be shown. And then also, I want to change this. Any questions, write us. I want to change the size of that to be something smaller. It's still loading. So I want to delete this simple contact form heading. I want to delete that, and I'll just save. Now, already, if I reload this, you'll not see it here again. Okay, that is that. So now I want to change the size of this. Let me make that to be 20. Or what about 30? No, that's too big. It's very close to what we had before. So I'll publish that. If I now come and I reload this page, okay, you see, this is looking a lot better. And then you can see you can add your examples here. So I want to change this picture to the picture of a real estate agent. This guy looks like construction person, construction worker, and not a real estate agent. So I want to add a picture which looks more corporate. Do I have any picture here I can use? What about this person? Yes. So if I publish that, no, it's too small. I'll go to pexels.com and then I'll look for corporate, or let's just say man in suit, man and woman in suit. Man and woman in suit. No, they are mostly showing me wedding photos. That's not what I want. That is not what I want. Let's just say in office. So what are they going to show us? Okay, now I want to filter them by, it should be vertical, not horizontal. I want people who look corporate. Real estate people are always corporately dressed. No. Okay, I can use this. I'll download 1280 by 1916. Where was I? Yes, I'll attach that picture here. So it's loading. So I'm just going to insert that there. I realize it's going to be longer than the previous one. Let me reload that while I see if I can get a better picture. This could be better. This could be better, a lot better. So if I reload this page, this is a contact page. Okay, let me change this to the new picture. Which I just downloaded. It's uploading. I will now insert it. I'll insert it, and then you can give a custom size. Let's say height should be, can make the height 1100 or 1000, and then the width 700. Let's see how it's going to show. Or if we have this, let's say it should be 800, not half, by, let's say 500. Now apply first. Apply. 800 by 600. Let me see 500. Okay. If I now reload my page, yes, so I think we'll leave it this way, and then we can go ahead. Now on this page, you see these properties here. We've learned how to list all the properties which we have. We want to look now at the individual properties. Now, if I open this property which costs $4.4 million, you'll see a lot going on. You'll see the pictures, you'll see the main picture. Then if I click on this, it should show me the other pictures. I can now slide. So that is that. And then you see the price, you see the number of beds, the number of baths, you see the basics, floors, status open, year remodeled, and all of this. And you see the description. I can toggle down and see more. For some reason, the Google Maps is not displaying, but normally it should be displaying. And then you can see the amenities. Look at the number of amenities, and then you can see this form. So how do we get to this stage? How do you configure a listing to look like this? So first of all, we want to come back to our dashboard. Let's go back to the dashboard. Let me take you to the dashboard. Under aesthetic, you will see something called Fields Builder. So click on that, and then you see quite a lot which you can customize from here. This is where all the customization for each property is done. If I click on amenities, you see, if I click on amenities, you see it shows me amenities, it shows me features. Let me just click on amenities. This was amenities and features. Then this is amenities, this is features. You see all the amenities you have here. You can add an amenity. Let's say room service. Room service. Room service. That has been added. And then you can add another option. You see room service has been added. I'll click on that. Click back on that. So if I check, I should see room service here. You see this is room service. You can go ahead and add more amenities to this page, depending on what you want to present to your visitor. I'll add another one. Let's just see. Let me add spa. So make sure I didn't save the changes for the last time. Click on save changes, and that has been added. You can also do the same for features. Click on features, and you see features, field name features. There are so many things you can add here. You can make this a required field when anybody's uploading a website, a property. So you can see all of these features. You can go ahead and add one, and then you also save, and it's going to be featured on the front end. Still on amenities and features, I will go back still on features, and then you see we have quite a lot we can do. Let me go to basics. Now when I go to basics, you see property price per square foot. You see now you can change this, the basics, single property section, you can change it. You can add a video and things like that. You can make this a required field. You can also change the currency here to maybe euros or pounds sterling. You can do quite a lot of changes here. Okay, you can change the category. I think this one is static. You can change the categories. You can add categories. Take for example, we have two options now for rent and for sale. You can add another one, and whatever you want to add, maybe whatever, I don't know, that is for up to you. Maybe it's just a museum for sightseeing. You can put that. So and this is going to be visible for all users. And then when you do that, make sure to save changes. Then rent period, you can change all of that from here. So it can be per day, per month, per week, per year. You can even put it maybe per 3 months or something of that sort. You can add the options here, and it's going to apply to the property. The type. So here at the type, you have apartments, condos, houses, land, multi-family office, townhouses. You can add something like maybe resort. Maybe you want to be renting or selling resorts too on your website. You can add all of those options here. So let's see, I can add resort. And then I'm going to add maybe even hotels. You want to do that, you can add that as a type. So that was for types. Then, so under types now, you now have resort. Then for status, you have active, auto draft, deleted, open, pending, sold, unpublished. So if I were you, I'll just leave those for now, unless you're a real estate tycoon and you know what you're doing. Then bedrooms. For bedrooms, you have bedrooms, single property section. It should appear under basics, or you may want to put it under location, but I will put it under basics. Under admin tabs, it should also feature under basics. And then all of these, I'll pretty much just leave them the same. Bathrooms, it will be the same thing. You can choose where you want it to appear. Then half baths, yes, the same thing. You can pretty much choose where you want it to appear. Total rooms, all of these is the same thing. It still appears under the basics section. Now, what is the basics section? Look at it. This is all of this. This is the basics section. So this is where all of these things appear. Floors, I think floor level, right up to year built, all of them will appear under the basics section. Where was I? So all of these, they will appear under the basics section. All of them appear. You can change the appearance from here. So let's go now to description and click on description. So the field name is going to be description and it's going to be visible to all users. Open house. Let's click on open house. And then you can see it still also appears under the basics. Location now. We can change. Maybe you want to give a particular location for each property. Maybe you operate only within one particular geographical location, like a country. Now, let's say if you are a real estate and agent and agency and you provide services only in a country like America, then you can delete this country field. Then you choose only the states. And if maybe you provide in particular countries, you can list the countries. You can add details. So if maybe you are only in a particular city, then you can delete all these first three and leave only city and department. And then you put the zip code. Or maybe if you are only in a particular area, you can do the same here. Let's say somebody who is in my city can delete 1, 2, 3, and then just say in that particular city. So that is it. Media, photos and media, will leave this one the way it is. Building details. There is a lot you can add here too. Let's say cooling features. You see, we have quite a number of them. Cooling features, you can change the layout and it should be on the building details. So mind you, because we are using the free plan for this, there are so many things we may not be able to add. So, and now notice you can duplicate this. Let's say you can duplicate parking and then you can be able to change that. And also when you see this here, it shows that you can move this up and down. You can move that up and down. So if I want to be the basement to be, maybe I want a garage to be on top, I can move that right on top. Also, if I want to remove any of these, I can just click on this and remove it. You can just click on that trash button and you remove it. We also have videos. Videos, I'll click on this. And the field name, of course, is video. Where should it appear? Under photos and media. So it's going to show under photos and media. So when uploading a property, you can also upload a video. And then documents, I'll click on documents. So also, it's also going to be under media. So floor plans, I think this is a pro feature. Only those with the pro plan can add floor plans. So if you have floor plans, you can add that. Then amenities, we've also gone through that. Request form. You can't add new fields to request form from here. You can only drag and drop sections in settings on the right. So that is something else. So that is basically how you can do it. Now, if we want to add a section, let's say we want to add a section to any of these. To add a new section, we'll just click on this. And let's say we want this to be something like leisure activities. And then we'll click on Save Changes. I'll click on Add a new field, and then I'm going to give it the name. I'm going to say, let's just say theme parks. I'll just copy this and paste it here. It should be visible on the front end. Yes. And it's going to obviously be under leisure activities. It's going to be basics. And then the type, it could be checkbox or radio boxes. So I'll add options. I'll say, let's say, winter park. I'll add summer camp. Summer camp. I'll say WordPress. I'll also say, let's say, walk tour. Okay. I'll now save changes. I could also add another one. This is not actually leisure, it's worship. I'll say church. And the label of on the front end, I'll say, let's say nearby church. Nearby church. Same thing, nearby church. And of course, leisure and activities. And then the type should be checkbox. And then I'll say, first of all, Catholic. I'll say Baptist. I'll say Presbyterian. I'll say Pentecostal. This is a spiritual person who wants to be near a church. And I'll say Lutheran. So that is going to be it. And I'll save changes. Now that we've done all of these, let's see how to add property. So we can go to add new property. You can start from here, but as a newbie, it's going to be a lot difficult for you to add properties here, even though everything looks like it's okay. What I want you to do is this. Come to my listings. And then you see here, on the right hand, you see here, duplicate. If I were you, I would simply duplicate this one. Let me right click and then duplicate. I'll simply duplicate one property. So this is the duplicate you see here. That's the duplicate you see here. And then instead, what I'll do is that I'll edit this. I'll edit this one. Let me come back. I'll edit the duplicate and publish that. So this is the duplicate. I'll click on this and then edit from here. So you see it already has all of this stuff. You can simply change all of this. Take for example now, you can add your own. Maybe all of these churches are nearby. And then you can change it. You can change the name of your property. You can change things like the location, the category. Here it says for rent. If you want to change the category, click on choose from the most used tags. You'll see this one for sale. You can choose that for sale instead and then remove for rent. Then types, maybe it's an apartment. If you want to change it, maybe yours is a condo. Click on here, choose from the most used tags and click on condo and then remove this apartment. Then rent periods, choose from the most used tags. You can choose per month and you can go and add your own custom rent period. You can click one and say add, let's say per 3 months. per 3 months, and you add that there. Let's say you don't want it to be per month. Status, you can see it is open. You can choose from the most used tags, or you can see closed and add it. You can add your own tag, see closed, and add, then remove open. Parking, choose from the most used tags. So no tags were found. Just say full parking, or parking for 3. Parking for 3. That's for 3 vehicles. You can add that there. Roof, choose from the most used tags, and the same. You can add your own roof parameters. Exterior material, let's say we can say burnt bricks, and then you add that there. And then the basement, choose from the most used tags. There's one, you can create yours there. Floor covering, you can create yours, no tags. Features, you can all choose from the most used tags, and you see a lot of them. You can include trash removal. I don't see it up there. You click, it's added there. You can remove anyone. Amenities, look at all the amenities we have. You can go to the back end. You can even add some here. Add the amenities you want. And then neighborhoods, you can add it here. This is Miami Beach City Center, all of that. Tax, these now are general tax. For these are all concerning Astra. You don't need to bother yourself with those. Now let's come back here. So this is where now you see property bathrooms. You can add property bedrooms. You can add property address. You can put the address components. This you can just, what you can do is you can simply edit all of this and add your details here. And then is open house 1, appointment only 1, keywords, latitude, you can change that. Longitude, you can change that. This is for your map's location. Property size, should be square feet. Postal code, price, you can change it here maybe to $700,000. Total rooms 7. Year it was built 1998. Remodel 2020. So there is a lot you can do. You can add some other parameters from here. High school, garage spaces, you can add all of these parameters from here. So the more you add them, you will see them on the front end. So when you add them, you will see them down here. Floor level, you can add this, or you can reduce. How about you can add square feet, you can add all of that. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. And that is basically how you add properties to your website. So this theme is actually, or this plugin is actually seriously customizable. It's seriously customizable. Then you come to location. Now you can add your location here. Because of my Google Maps, that's why I'm getting this error. I think it needs to be checked. Photos and media, you can add your photos here. This will be your cover photo. Floor plans, you can upload your floor plans here. You can add your video URL here. You can embed an iframe code here. You can embed an iframe code for the video. You can embed it here. So you can also give locations for your building, details rather, garage spaces, let's say 2, cooling features you can add, heating features you can add, nearby schools, yes, elementary school, secondary school, high school, you can add all of them there. Then of course, for the basic details, you see this is what we added, nearby church and all that. So you can make it as customizable as you want. Let's go ahead now to which other pages do we have. Let's go back to the home page. So properties, account, contact us. So from here, if I go to grid layout, this is what it shows me. It shows me this. And then if I go to list layout, it shows me the properties this way. So this is what I want to do. I want to copy this link and this button which said view all properties. I could add that there so that when more properties are added, people can view them. So we have that. So this is our logo. I'll maintain that logo. It's not a tutorial about logo design. Then map view. So you see my map is not displaying yet. Now let's take a look at a single property. So you see this is a single property. The map is supposed to be showing here, and then you can request info. We can also change the footer widgets, the header widgets, and things like that. I'm not going to do too much on that. Let me come to customize. I just want to show you how to do it. Come to appearance, customize. And then you look for footer builder. Footer builder. Now, this is our footer. This is the first widget. Click on got it. You can add whatever you desire here. You can also add whatever you desire here. So that is that for this website. So if you got any value out of this website, please subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell so that when I put out videos like this, you will be the first to be notified. God bless you. Peace.